Welcome back to another video with my genius self, bringing you the best content known to man. Me talking into a microphone while some visually interesting stuff plays in the background that's not a video game, because I think that's one of the laziest things you could possibly do, to be honest. At least, make the artwork for the background so you have something cool to look at while you listen to me and space out. Probably completely tooting me out about, it's fine. I understand, I'm not, the greatest, most interesting person in the world. It's cool. It's fine. I understand. Sometimes when you look at the amazing visuals my flawless self can come up with, then, you experience this sort of, nirvana, this sort of inner peace and this trance-like state, just admiring the beauty of whatever you're looking at in such an incredible way that you just can't pull your eye holes away from it. So, I understand. I thought I'd talk about, some shows I've been watching that you might be interested if you haven't watched them already. And I think they're pretty good. I watched them recently. There's two of them in particular. Actually, three, really, as like an extra one. They're all anime, so just be aware of that. But you can find, English dub versions of them elsewhere. I am not endorsing the use of these websites, but I will say that they are out there, and that's all. This first show that I was watching was actually recommended to me a long time ago. Oof. Burp. Excuse me. And it's called My Hero Academia. Basically, it's like the anime Japanese equivalent of like a hero show, like a superhero show. And it's actually pretty good. It's not finished, it's only got 12 episodes, and then it kind of cuts off until the next season, which actually should be airing pretty soon, but there is an English dub of it, so you could watch that if you so desire. You don't have to read subtitles. It's pretty good. I like it. And then the next one that I was thinking about, I actually can't stop thinking about, is this show called Mob Psycho 100. Yes, the name, honestly, I didn't watch this for about 4 or 5 months because the name threw me off, and I was like, I have no idea what that is or what it's about. Basically, it's about this kid who has ESP powers, like a psychic, and he throw stuff around psychically, and it's pretty cool. But the kicker is that it's made by the same guy who made One Punch Man. And if you haven't seen One Punch Man, first of all, what the hell is wrong with you? Second of all, why haven't you watched One Punch Man? Watch One Punch Man now. And third of all, you really should watch One Punch Man. So anyway, that's fun to do. Basically, Mob Psycho is his, the show that he really wants to make. I think the author's name is One. Pretty sure his name is One. And he made One Punch Man as a parody series, but it was still phenomenal. And you could argue it's not finished, but you could also argue it's finished, so, take that as you will. It does kind of end abruptly, but you kind of get the point after the last episode. Mob Psycho is definitely one of those shows that I would say you gotta watch at least 3, maybe 4 episodes into it, and then it starts to just hook you, because it starts to go from ridiculous, seemingly meaningless stuff into more developed things and more developed plot lines, and all of a sudden you just care about the characters, and then it's whoa, what the heck, why can I not stop watching this show? And then it ends on episode 12, and you're like, dang it, when's season 2 coming out? But it doesn't cut you off, it doesn't end at the end and be like, oh, that wasn't satisfying. It's no, it does have a pretty satisfying ending. It's just you want to see more because it hooks you. And those are pretty much the ones that I was talking about, and I'm only about 5 minutes into this video. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, let's make up some more stuff to talk about. On the topic of shows, I also watch, what is that show? Ghost Adventures? They're kind of, they're kind of, those guys are a little bit, interesting. I only recommend the latest seasons, like, you know, I think it was 11, 12, or something. Whatever the latest ones are, those are pretty good. Anything back from that, you kind of have to be a devoted fan to really enjoy that, so I only recommend, like, the latest ones. I do not recommend Ghost Hunters. I think they're way too skeptical for my taste. Oh, mostly because I do, you know, believe in ghosts and all that stuff. So, you know, from my standpoint, I'm not going into it as a skeptic. Although, I do like to look for proofs and things like that. And I think that the Ghost Adventures show presents its formula in a much more enjoyable manner than the Ghost Hunters show does. For my taste, you know, I get into it, they drag me into it, I get involved as a viewer, and that's pretty much all there is to say on that. Yeah, I like their show more. You ever seen Breaking Bad? You probably have. If you haven't, you're living under a rock, and you should watch Breaking Bad. Wow, I am like really getting aggressive with my like show recommendations. I feel like some guy who's aggressively like selling you used cars or something. Now this is my final offer. You watch this show, I give you 2 shows for free. That's my final offer. That's all I can do. 1 for the price of 2. Doesn't get any better than that, folks. It's huge. So anyway, trying to remember what else I watched. Oh, I watched BoJack Horseman. That show's kind of depressing, but it's basically about like Hollywood and stuff like that. But it's pretty good. I can't tell you how it ends because I haven't gotten to the end. I got like season 2, but it's kind of addicting. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. But if it's your type of show, you'll know by pretty much like the 2nd or 3rd episode because it just kind of keeps going with that theme. But it does have emotions in it. It just takes a little while to get rolling on that, like any good show. And then you just kind of get hooked. But you know, it does take a while. It's definitely an odd show, but the visual gags are pretty hilarious. Especially the birds, oh my god. And then I guess I could talk about... what else? Oh, I kind of tried to watch this show called Flip Flappers, because some guy on YouTube was talking about his top 10 anime, and I was like, alright, what the heck is this show? And it's... I mean, I only watched 1 episode, but it seems kind of good. It's like one of those, atmospheric shows from at least just watching episode 1. It's like, and I'm sure there might be a plot line that develops, but like, I mean, just watching episode 1, I'm not sure it's my cup of tea because it involves kind of like this lucid dreaming type environment. I mean, that's not what it is, but like, you could tell that it was inspired by like dreams and lucid dreams and things like that. And I mean, I was into that for years, like 4 years. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really, you know, resonate that well because it's like, yeah, I've seen it before. But if you like that kind of, you know, atmospheric stuff, I'm sure you might like Flip Flappers. I know a lot of people do. What other show have I watched? There's gotta be some other show that I've watched. Freaking... I know. I gotta think of something. Hang on. I know nobody's actually hanging on. I know you're all just listening to me. Thinking it's funny, you know, that I'm dying over here trying to think of a show suggestion for your amusement. What a bunch of monsters. Unbelievable. The abuse that I deal with on a daily basis. I mean, I'm sure there was another show. There had to be one of the ones, because I've been watching something. Oh! I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which, I'll have you know, is a very bizarre adventure indeed. And, I don't know, I got hooked on it because, I don't know, I can't stop watching it. It's like one of those shows that you're like, this is kind of bad. But then you just keep watching it, and you just, because you're honestly just, you just get wrapped up in what the heck are they gonna do next? Like, this is just, what the heck? And I guess you kind of get wrapped up in the battles and stuff like that after a while. But, I mean, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I recommend. Although, I have to warn you that there is definitely a bit of gore in there. So keep that in mind when you're going in. And I mean, a lot of gore. I mean, you know, if you watch it on Crunchyroll or whatever, they censor most of it. But, like, in terms of, like, just putting a shadow over it, but, like, maybe, like, a little blood to show that, you know, hey, blood, death, stuff. But, like, blood, death. Good one, Ryan. Blood, death stuff. That gets the masses. That gets people into it. That's what they want. Blood, death stuff. You tell them. Oh, my God, kill me. Also, Dio, his character is basically a meme in and of himself. So, you know, take that, you know, for what it is. And I can't really think of any other show that's like big that I would recommend. I mean, that's pretty much all I got for now. I mean, if you ever seen Hunter x Hunter, that one's pretty good. That one's more like traditional. It's a remake of an older show. I mean, it's okay. I mean, once you watch JoJo, though, I mean, it gets hard to go away from JoJo because it just is so bizarre. You know, being a bizarre adventure that it is. And to stop. It's time to stop. So anyway, thanks for watching this horrendous piece of human garbage that has protruded into your life through your decision to click on this video. If you want, there are other videos like it, but you know. Also, wait, before I even forget, my train of thought just completely got derailed off the rails, off a cliff, into the ground, and into the center of the earth. I hit 54 subscribers at the time of making this video, so I'm pretty freaking happy about that. Not gonna lie, pretty freaking happy. That was one of my milestones of I hit 54 subscribers, so woohoo! Finally took long enough. Turns out, all you gotta do to get subscribers is make consistent content. Which is why I suck at everything I do. So I'm gonna be making more of this stuff. You know, give you more visual things for your eyeballs, for your mind waves, for your friggin' tarantula sandwiches, and for all of the, there was a thing I was gonna say here involving freedom eagles and how every, you know, person in the United States has a freedom eagle they're born with as a child, and it grows up, and I don't know where that came from. It just kind of popped into my head, and now it won't go away, and now I'm saying it, and now, yeah, now you're thinking it, and I am so sorry. So that's pretty much all I got for today. Expect more nonsensical crap coming out of my mouth in the near future, because I have somewhat of a decent upload schedule now, and that way, you know, you actually, you know, have reliable-ish content coming from me, because I can't always make, you know, a video about Brawlhalla, you know, that has that much editing and that much work. I mean, the last one took me about 8 hours to make, this Brawlhalla Edit 2. That took about 8 hours, not gonna lie. That was some hardcore editing crap. But, so I hope you enjoy, and, I hope that your mind is sufficiently satisfied. I hope that your mind is sufficiently, you know, happy. I hope your endorphins are clouding your judgment as you drift away into the visuals on screen and don't even care about what I am saying, because I know somebody will do that. I know, okay, trust me, I know things. I'm a man. I'm a dude, man. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Peace!